Hiya, it's been quite a while since I've last posted here, right? So, from what I've been told, Lucario has some new moves from the 13.0 patch. Let's talk about them. As most Smashers are aware, Nintendo released the second final patch back in November of this year, which buffed Lucario in several areas. I could have made a video covering these changes immediately, but I was not able to do so. Firstly, because my PC has been down and out for a while, don't ask about it, really. So, down tilt. It was arguably Lucario's best grounded option before the patch, but now I think that's no longer the case. The startup of the move has been shortened to frame 7, while the end lag has been reduced down to 20 frames. This basically makes it a bad Rob down tilt, which to be honest is still pretty good. But what does this mean for the 50 people who still play Lucario? The faster frames makes it incredibly good for shield pressure now. Don't get me wrong, it was good before, but being able to churn out 3 down tilts in a single second isn't something that should be disrespected. The faster startup and end lag will now make stuffing out Lucario's options after down tilt much more difficult too. This move is just ludicrous. So, let's talk about those frames. The average player's reaction time is approximately 15 of those. With the move now finishing at 20 frames, this gives the average player about 5 frames to see and react to this new down tilt with an option. When you combine this with the insane amount of input delay there is between an input made to the controller to the in-game screen, along with the move being, quite frankly, difficult to punish on shield when spaced correctly, then what we're left with is a move that cannot be dealt with on reaction. If the opponent isn't buffering an immediate option on anticipation of the move, then it's still your turn, so to speak. Those 2 frames really do matter. Of course, privileged out to shield options will still beat this out regardless, and sometimes spamming down tilt on shield isn't the wise choice, but this buff just makes shield pressure that much better than it already was. Just know that you can always shield afterwards if you're expecting something nasty. Due to the new changes in end lag, the window for down tilt into back air has also increased by quite a bit, with the full hop version being a more reliable confirm.
Nice.
Not only that, but the faster frames makes ASC into turnaround down tilt a more reliable option if they're caught in it. I honestly believe that this is now worth exploring, as you can now set up into your optimal combos at starting percents from both the air and the ground. No longer is Nair our only go-to combo starter. When combining all of the points that I've made so far, you now have a down tilt that can be accessed from basically the ground and the air, which can combo into back air for either a stock or for a free edgeguard. I wouldn't say that this is the new standard option to pick from ASC all the time, keep in mind. Down smash is still insane at high aura. Back air is still going to be the vanilla flavour of ASC combo for when they're at high percent. And down air is still the most reliable and easy option to pick for at most percents. But I do genuinely believe that this is a new viable option. Otherwise, Lucario's forward tilt has been changed too. The overall knockback of the move has been increased by quite a bit. The starting knockback value is now set to 57 at base, with the knockback growth capping to 105, not including with aura. In human terms, this means that forward tilt will now cause a tech situation at earlier percents. On average, this will also make forward tilt kill quite a bit earlier too. I'm no aura mathematician, but from what I've tested, it seems it kills about 10 to 20% earlier depending on how much aura you have now. This gives Lucario a more reliable way of confirming stocks if they're at high percent, and makes two-framing the move against certain recoveries much more viable. It's something I've been trying out at locals with great success. A move like F-Tilt, which is active for 5 frames, which lets us keep stage control on whiff, is a nice thing to have. It's basically like a less disjointed but more active Wolf forward tilt. There wasn't too much to talk about in terms of what forward tilt can do now that it couldn't do previously. So instead, let's talk about an application of his forward tilt which I haven't seen any other Lucario mains doing. Warning! What you're about to see here will destroy people who are autopiloting way too hard. Abuse at your own risk. How many times have you found yourself in a situation where after using a forward tilt on someone's shield, you either see them with a grab, commit to a spot dodge to avoid your dash grab, or just flat out disrespect you? If the answer is too often, allow me to introduce you to forward smashing them directly in the face. This option is incredibly fake, but it does beat whiffed grabs. Most of their grounded options, if they try to run up to you, hell, it'll even break their shields if they've been hit once or twice before this point. So, what's the catch? Well, it loses outright to jump, and a good player will be able to punish this with a forward or neutral aerial afterwards. If they feel brave enough to jump over a Lucario forward smash in the first place. Spoilers, most probably aren't. Like everything in Smash Ultimate, privileged out of shield options will work, and counters will work too. This is also pretty pointless if you're doing it at low aura too. You want to make sure that this is going to take the stock after all. If you're using a forward smash, you know, those moves are quite laggy. I mean, smash attack should never be a safe tool to use in the neutral. Oh wait. Oh wait! There's a third change I didn't even realize. Let me go onto the Nintendo patch note website. Let me just quickly get it up. Alright, okay, let's see. Dash attack. What the